Hi, my loves. It's Ebony. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about health, entrepreneurship, and self-care. Today's video is going to be about becoming an entrepreneur. I have a few tips that will be helpful for anyone out there seeking to become an entrepreneur. I know when I was first starting out, I wish that I had someone to help me along the way because there's a lot of in-between things that we're not aware of that are extremely important in order for you to become an entrepreneur. First things first, you need to figure out what you actually want to do. This is where the power of lists comes in handy. I think lists help you with anything that you're doing in life. It helps you stay on track. It helps you to just stay more organized. So the first thing is make a list of things that you actually want to do for your business. What interests you? What are your hobbies? What things can you turn into a business? I feel like this can be the most challenging part because a lot of people don't know what they want to do. Even if you're in your current line of business where you're working for someone else and you do enjoy it, but maybe you do want to start your own business in that same field, that's also an option as well. This can be the most challenging part because not everybody knows what they want to do. It's very cliche or vague, but I think this is something, and this is a time where you need to dig within and figure out what actually interests you and what you want to do with yourself. What do you want to do in life? What is going to make you happy to where you want to do it and put your all into it? So now that you have your list, it's important to narrow it down to the top three. Now that you have your top three choices, what you want to do is make lists within those, and you want to just sit and brainstorm about what you actually want to do with that specific business. For instance, when I first started out, I knew I always liked helping people, but I just didn't know in what way that I would be able to help them. So once I went online, I actually came across a health and life coaching program. What I would do is get my certification to be able to help people in their journey with their health and also any life issues that they may have had. In this program, it offers me to get my certification, and also it gave me the opportunity once I completed my certification to help me get a website. It helped me with leads, and it gave me a lot of helpful information that I would need in order to continue to make my business successful. So I felt that that was something that was going to be a great investment for me. This is going to be one of the most important decisions that you'll ever have to make. So it is important to be patient with yourself. You're not going to know what you want to do right offhand. This is going to come with time. So please just be patient with yourself and realize that it's going to take time for you to realize what your actual passion is, your purpose is, what you want to do with your business. So just take some time and just realize that you're not going to just know exactly what you want to do and just be successful just off of just when you do know what you want to do. So just be patient with yourself. Once you figure out what you actually want to do for your business, the next thing is to perfect your craft. You want to do as much research as possible, take up a certification course, do whatever you need to do, but you want to make sure that you're knowing the information that you're going to be giving to people, whether it be a product or a client-based business that you're choosing to go with. Now that you know what you want to do and that you're perfecting your craft along the way, now it's time for you to pick a name for your business. So here's where the logistics and the background of setting up a business comes into play. So you want to make sure that you're choosing the right business entity, whether it's going to be an LLC, S Corp, C Corp. This is something that you need to definitely do research on before you pick which one you want to go with. Your next step is to make sure that you trademark your domain. So whatever your name is, you want to make sure that you look up on their website. It's usually whatever your state is. They have a website, and you can type in the name that you want to have for your business, and they'll let you know if it's available or not. So if it is available, you have to pay a fee. Mine was about between $15 and $35. It wasn't expensive, but that way they'll take the name off the registry to where no one else can use that. Now that you have your business name, it's time to register your business. So here's where it comes into where you have two options. Now you can either go to your local courthouse and do all the documentation and things like that, whether you need to get permits, if you need to get licenses, things like that. You can go to your local courthouse, or you can go to LegalZoom. The reason I went to LegalZoom is because I was working full time, I was in school, like I had a lot of things going on, and I really didn't have the time to take off to go down to the courthouse. So it is helpful. They give you a set rate, and what they do for you is they'll do all the documentation, all your licenses, permits, and everything that you need in order for you to start your business. Something important that I do want to let you guys know. I have seen previous YouTube videos where they say, oh, I started my business off of $100 or things like that. I'm not saying that that's not true. Me personally, it costs money to start a business. Nothing's going to be free. So I want you to keep that in mind, because it is important. I don't want you to go into a blindsided as if, oh, I'm going to just start this business just off of just the information that I know, and just that I know what I want now and this is how it's going to go. So I don't want you to get your hopes up, but I do want you to keep in mind, you have to invest in yourself. If you don't want to invest in yourself, how can you expect anyone else to invest in you? Another important tip I want you guys to be aware of, if whatever your business is, like say if you are doing a client-based type of business, I would say to just perfect your craft and try to actually get clients. I don't want you to think too much that you have to have all the logistics of having a business and having it registered and going through that whole process. If you don't have clients, I don't really think that you have a business until you have paying clients. So don't get too worked up in getting all the background and you don't even have anyone to, you don't have any clients. Now, if you have a product-based business and you're bringing in clientele and things like that, that is important for you to have that business domain, just so that you can have your separate business account and then you can have your income coming in through that. So that is important, but don't get too worked up on the backgrounds if you're still working on perfecting your craft and figuring out what you want to do with your actual business. Don't worry about that part yet. I do want to back up a little bit about the legal Zoom. You put down a payment that they'll give you a price of what everything will cost for all the help that they give you. They help you by splitting up the payments, so you don't have to do it all together. Everything total came around to like $547-ish, and that's just an estimate, but they broke the payments up for me, so I didn't have to pay it all at once. So that is also a helpful tip. Once your business is set up and you're bringing in income from that business, it's important to set up a business account. You want to keep things completely separate from your personal. And also, once you start bringing in consistent revenue from your business, it is important to invest in an accountant. You might not need one monthly depending on what your revenue is from the business, but it is important to keep track of your finances, what's coming in, what's going out, your taxes, everything like that. So it's important to invest in an accountant. Speaking of expenses, you want to make sure everything that you put into your business, you're keeping track of that. So say if you're doing YouTube, you're buying makeup, keep track of that. If you're whatever you're doing, keep track of every single expense. For me personally, I joined the eBrand club from Aaron on Demand. That's an expense. My website that I pay into monthly, that's an expense. These are all tax deductible. So keep track of all of that. Your lighting, equipment, everything is a tax write-off. So make sure that you keep track of these expenses. Everything that I give to you guys is off of personal experience. One thing that is extremely important that I want you guys to remember: don't lose yourself along the way. Don't lose yourself thinking too much into things. If you think about, oh, I need to get a website up, I need to do this and I need to do that, because you're questioning your credibility, you have to have the confidence in yourself. If you have the confidence and the knowledge that you need to know in order to help people, that's all that matters. That website is not going to get you clients. Just keep that in mind, because sometimes you can lose track of that. I got so deep to the point where I was trying to perfect the appearance of my business that I forgot about the personal aspect, and I forgot about what I originally started it for, which was originally to help people. So don't get lost in worried about the income aspect of it, or oh, I need to start YouTube, or I need to do this, or I need to do that to start bringing in money. And don't worry about that. Just focus on the main goal, and the rest will literally come. I strongly believe in manifestation, and I feel if you let go of the how and not try to control everything, the rest will come to you. So it's all about your mindset and keeping a positive mind. In my last video, I said how important it is to have accountability partners. This is a great area for you to invest in one. They don't cost money, but just invest your time into one. They can help you along the way, especially if you find some who are also trying to start a business. You guys can continuously help each other along the way for the steps that you need to take for the next step in your business. So definitely invest in accountability partner. If you guys have any questions or need me to get in further detail about any of these topics, I am definitely available to help you and answer any questions that you may have. Being an entrepreneur is not easy. It's a lot of early mornings and late nights, but you have to invest in yourself. And you also have to keep in mind it's not easy. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. So you're different from the others. You have to push forward and be willing to put in the work and willing to do everything that you're capable of doing in order to strive and be successful in your businesses and what you want to do. This has to do with in the beginning where I say you can pick your top 3 options of what you want to do for your business. Keep in mind, you want to start off small, so whatever you choose to do first, just focus mainly on that. Once you get established, you can always start adding on and venturing out to everything that you want to do. But right now, just focus mainly on something that you feel like can be the starter business to get the rest of your business going. That is all for today's video. I hope it was helpful for you guys. Just let me know, comment below if I helped you in any way. Also, please hit the like button and please stay tuned for the next video to come up. Also, keep in mind, be patient, be kind to others, and keep your vibrations high, and also keep a positive mind. Thank you. See you soon.